Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. To the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw is Daniels. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
45-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Barkley. Pushes past him. Gets through, and now an opening. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 42 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. To the air goes Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that on the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll go again with Krosky Merritt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. Here's Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free and cut him off guard, force the incompletion.
Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On first down, here's Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the run. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Commanders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. 51 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. To throw is Simpson. Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he has a Conquo. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Washington.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Daniels looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Simpson to pass here. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw with Simpson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll look to pick it up through the air with Simpson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First down. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing now is Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. You only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, here's Barkley again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. It's Simpson looking to pass. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And they'll run for it with Bartlett. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That's complete to Woods. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Simpson to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's Lane. Well done on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Washington first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
The 20, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Touchdown.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
This makes the score. Commanders 28, Eagles 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Simpson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Simpson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
It's Simpson again here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now it's Simpson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To the air once more here with Simpson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Shotgun snap to Simpson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Simpson going to drop back again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week one. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They'll go for it here with Simpson. That is caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a first and 10. Simpson to pass once more. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. And Mitchell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Looking to throw. Simpson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. For the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Simpson. This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simpson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Commanders 28. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. Washington, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll find forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled
not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Krosky Merritt. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll get this down to the 38.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Simpson working out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Eagles. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
It's
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 52, Commanders 28. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Commanders.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the save.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And now they'll shift things around. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. To throw is Simpson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. To the air goes Daniels. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's Daniels. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Daniels looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. To throw is Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4.